So if you're looking at homes anywhere in East Tennessee, you've almost certainly heard the name Farragut, right? It's one of the most sought-after communities in the whole region. But why? Well, in this explainer, we're going to unpack the single biggest factor driving that demand and what it really means for any family looking to buy a home there. All right, let's get right into it.
So what is it, really? What's the secret ingredient that makes Farragut stand out so much? Is it the beautiful neighborhoods? The great community feel? And yeah, those are definitely part of it. But there's one thing that just towers over everything else.
It all comes down to the schools. You know, for a huge number of homebuyers, Farragut's top-tier public school system isn't just a perk, it's literally the reason they're looking there. It's the engine that powers the entire community.
Okay, so let's dig in and really look at why these schools are such a huge magnet for families moving to the area.
And look, we're not talking about some nice-to-have feature here. For so many people, this is priority number one on their home buying checklist. The school zone a house is in has a direct impact on pretty much everything. Its price, its long-term value, even the daily traffic. It's the central piece of the puzzle in this part of West Knoxville.
And of course, that leads us right into the money side of things. Let's talk about the direct connection between being inside that coveted Farragut school zone and the value of your home as an investment.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, inside the Farragut zone, you've got consistently higher buyer demand, and that creates this awesome ripple effect. Homes hold their value longer, and they appreciate faster. Now look at the right, outside the zone. The market's more typical, more vulnerable to ups and downs. I mean, the difference is just night and day.
So here's the bottom line. That constant, year-round demand for homes within the Farragut School District is almost like a built-in insurance policy for your investment. It keeps the market competitive and really helps protect your property value over the long haul.
All right, so we get why the schools are such a big deal. So now let's actually meet the schools themselves, the ones that make up this amazing system.
The journey starts at Farragut Primary for kindergarten through second grade. The thing you hear from parents over and over is just how warm and supportive the whole place is. They put a huge focus on literacy, which makes that first step into school a really positive, smooth experience for the little ones. Next up, kids head over to Farragut Intermediate for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And this is such a key time, right? The focus here really shifts to building more independence. You see a lot more project-based learning and a healthy dose of STEM activities, all designed to get them prepped for middle school.
Okay, now we're talking Farragut Middle School, which, wow, it's consistently ranked as one of the best in the entire state of Tennessee. That's a huge deal. They do a great job of balancing serious academics and advanced classes with fantastic arts and really competitive sports programs.
And rounding it all out is Farragut High School. It's a true powerhouse, both in the classroom and on the field. We're talking a massive range of advanced placement courses, an award-winning band, and sports teams that are always in the running at the state level. Basically, it has a path for pretty much any student to succeed.
Okay, let's get practical. You know why the zone is so important, but how in the world do you figure out which houses are actually in the zone? Let's get into how you can apply this to your own home search. So to give you a starting point, here are some of the big-name neighborhoods like Foxden, Village Green, Bridgewater that are typically zoned for that full Farragut school pathway. This is a great place to start looking, but, and this is a really critical point, you cannot just rely on a neighborhood name. And this quote right here just nails it. The zoning lines can be, surgically precise. You could be looking at two houses that feel like they're on the same street, just a few minutes apart, and one to be zoned for Farragut, and the other for a completely different set of schools. So what's the big takeaway? You have to verify every single address. The good news is Knox County makes this super easy. Just go to their official school zone lookup tool online, type in the full address of any home you're thinking about, and boom, it'll tell you exactly which schools that property is zoned for. No guesswork.
Okay, let's bring this all home and tie it back to what really matters for the long haul, the health of your biggest financial investment.
And you got to remember, this isn't just about the years your kids are in school. Long after they've graduated, that school zone keeps working for you. You're buying into an area that has a constant built-in demand, and that's the key to protecting your home's resale value for years and years. This chart really tells the whole story, doesn't it? The demand from buyers in the Farragut zone is consistently high, way more than in nearby areas.
And it's that constant demand that acts as a safety net for your property value, making it a more stable investment, even if the wider market gets a little shaky.
So as you're out there looking at houses, this is the question you need to keep asking yourself. Because in a place like Farragut, finding a home that checks both of those boxes isn't just a fantasy, it's a seriously smart move for your family's future and your finances.